Well, you ain't shining. I know, yeah, Daddy's yawning too. Mm. Mm. Wow. Yeah, I know. What are you doing waking up this time of day, Daddy?
Just crackling.
Oh, I'm talking. I'm going to start talking. Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. If I want to start talking, let me talk. No, don't tell me not to fucking talk.
I'm just
No. I want to talk. Let me talk.
Can you talk quiet?
No, if I want to talk. Let me talk. Tell me how to fucking talk. Honestly, don't tell me how to talk. It's just not really fucking. Please don't tell me how to talk. Fuck's sake. Really? It's just ridiculous. Don't talk like you don't really talk about. Talk. Say. At least I wasn't waiting for the alarm, eh?
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. Thank you. Thank you. That shit, everyone. Wow. He looks fucking terrible. A bit like I feel. What time's it over there?
Oh, something put something on.
Yeah. Let's just put a top on. Good morning. Hello.
Hello?
Good morning. How are you? Good morning. Good morning, Gabriel. Hello.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Good morning, Gabriel. How are you?
No. Okay.
Okay. I can't hear you. Hello. Still can't hear you. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Ruby.
Hey, good morning.
Hello. Who is that, Ruby?
Yes.
Okay, I see your face, but the face is not moving. It's all good.
It's what?
I see a face, but the face is not moving. It's a stop picture.
Oh, yeah, it's probably because I logged in through Facebook, I think.
Okay, however that works.
Huh?
However that works. There you go.
Hi, everyone. I'm nearly there. Last few minutes getting ready.
I can see you. Morning, Chris.
Hi, buddy.
I can see a blank Chris. Hello, blank Chris. definitely a different time portal, you know, than everybody else.
Hi. All right. We're starting. So just give me 1 second. We're gonna do meditation again. And basically what we're gonna do is go into an earth journey. And from the earth journey, we're gonna go into a heart journey. So we're gonna be communicating with our heart today, and we're also gonna be healing some heart walls that come up.
Awesome.
Okay. If everybody can mute the mic, we're going to start the meditation journey part of it. So, hi, Chris. Hi, Quincy.
Hi, Ashley.
Gabriel.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, if everybody,
Good morning, everybody.
Can just get settled to basically mute themselves. Okay. So, all right, cool. All right, Soul Family, we are gonna start. So welcome everybody to the next Enter Your Heart Space meeting. I'm really excited for this one. I feel like there's a lot of awesome stuff that's gonna be taking place. A lot of awesome stuff that I'm excited to teach. So let's go into it. Cool. So we're gonna start with the journey into the earth. Please make yourself comfortable. Start by making yourself as comfortable as possible. If you are tense, shake up your shoulders or your neck. You want to start by really making sure that you feel comfortable. If you need to lie down or sit down, do so now. I want you to start by taking some deep breaths into the belly. Breathing in deeply through the belly, feeling into that sense of power. And releasing through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. Deep into your abdomen, into that sense of power and security into your body, and breathing outwards. Really allowing yourself to ground into this experience. Really allowing yourself to communicate with your heart. We're going to build a safe place in order for you to have a conversation with your heart, in order for you to find union with this space of feeling within yourself. Breathing in deeply into your body and outward. Breathing in deeply, deeper into your body and outwards. calling in 100,000 angels that are spreading you with divine light, that are spreading you with white light, angelic energy. Feel yourself completely surrounded by this angelic energy. You are going through a portal. This portal is going to take you to your favorite place on this earth that you have heard about, seen, or actually been to. This is a real, genuine place on the earth. Maybe it's a sacred site or a sacred vortex. Maybe it's the beach that you went when you were a child. Maybe it's the forest that you walk to each day. Maybe it's your dream vacation or your dream house. Wherever this place on earth is, allow yourself to go there now. You're going there in the astral realm. See this place on earth for all of its magic. Feel the wind on your skin, or maybe there's not much wind. See what you're walking on, whether it is sand, grass, dirt maybe. Maybe it is a trail full of petals or a trail full of rocks. Wherever you are, see all of its beauty, all of its colors. Allow yourself to be there as much as possible in this moment. Now, within this sacred site, imagine what you would be doing. Are you lying down on the sand? Are you sitting on a rock? Are you swimming in the ocean or in a lake or river? Maybe you're climbing a mountain. Wherever it is that you have chosen to be, I want you to feel into what you are doing in this sacred site. I want you to start connecting with the earth, connecting to your heart chakras, connecting to the heart chakra of the earth, to the energy of the earth, that she is gifting you, her primal energy, her ancient energy, her wisdom and her downloads. Allowing yourself to take in all of this beauty, all of this magic, all of this now. Breathing prana into your body as you go deeper and deeper into this journey. Breathing prana into your body as you go deeper and deeper into this journey. Connecting with the center of your chest, your heart. Just staying with this space of feeling. Just staying present with this space of feeling. Feeling how much the earth loves you. How she has always been there for you. How she does not judge you, but she understands you. How she is always there to take care of you. How she is always guiding you. Mother Earth is holding you in her arms always. And she's saying, my child, I will always be there for you. There's nothing that you could ever do that will make me disapprove of you or that will lose my acceptance for you. I want you to think of your favorite element on this earth, in this sacred site where you are in the astral realm. Are you going to use water? Are you going to use fire? Are you going to use the earth or the sand? Are you going to use prana or spirit energy? Which element will you turn to? You're going to make a vortex, and this vortex is going to allow you to integrate your heart wall from a place of protection, from a place of union with the earth, so that you can feel the earth protecting you. Feel your love for the earth. Feel your love for the earth in your favorite flower. Feel the love for the earth in your favorite animal. Feel the love for the earth in the sky and its connection to the earth. Sunrise, sunset, the celestial bodies of light. Feel your love for the earth from the angels and from the angelic realms and all of your guides, angels, and spirits and ancestors that have joined us here today for your healing, because the universe does care about you and you are significant, because you are important and you do matter, and there is nothing, was nothing ever wrong with you. So we are going to allow you to heal today because you deserve that, because you deserve to heal. Because it is your birthright to heal from the pain that has been caused on you, because it is your birthright to fulfill your mission on this earth. Allowing yourself to connect with your heart space and choosing this vortex for which you're going to be protected by. Let's say you chose water, whichever element you can imagine coming up around you, whooshing around you, creating a spherical room around you, and knowing that this element is not going to hurt you. It's not going to cut you off from your source of air. It's not going to harm you in any way. It is going to respect your body, and it is going to hug and nourish your body. It is going to keep you safe. I want you to start connecting to your heart deeper within the confines of this vortex. This vortex is going to hold you throughout this self-love process. This is a self-love process because we're going to connect you to your heart space. And to connect you to your heart space, we have to start with moving through the heart walls that are the layers of pain. These are the walls that you have kept up that maybe these are the walls that you have put up around yourself to keep you safe. Because of the pain that you have been through, we each have many aspects and layers to us. Maybe it be shame, maybe it be anger, maybe it rejection, maybe it be abandonment. Whatever layers are going to come up in this heart wall process, you want to be with this aspect of yourself fully. You want to give validation to this aspect of yourself, and you want to tell this aspect of you with it present unconditionally, and even be here. You love this aspect. You are connecting with this aspect of your heart. I want you to allow the idea that you are about to meet the first layer of this heart wall. And before you do, you want to just prepare yourself for that meeting. You want to know that no expectations need to be had on what layer this is. Each person here is going to have a different amount of layers that come for them. You want to allow yourself to go into one, feel it until you're going into the next one. So when you are fully present with one layer, when you're fully there for one layer, that is when it's going to allow you to see the next layer that you have to be present for. I want you to connect to this first layer of your heart wall. What is this first layer of pain? What would it look like? what would the first layer of pain look like? Would it be a brick wall or spikes? Would it be a black slosh? Where is this layer or wall coming up? I want you to now try to identify this layer. What does it feel like in your body? What emotion is associated with this layer of your heart wall? What color can you attach to this layer of your heart wall? For this process, I'm going to give everybody about 5 minutes to do it because I can't really guide you in. It would have to be one-on-one. So in the future, I will guide you in one-on-one. But for now, I want you to just be present with this layer of your heart wall, whatever layer came up for you. And you are present and validating it until ready to let you see the next layer. And saying, I understand your pain. I understand that someone may have hurt you like this. I'm sorry that you went through that. You don't want to change how this layer feels. You just want to validate it. You just want to be there for it. And for anybody who had to get up and out of this process, I just want to honor that and that you might be able to do it again next time, or you might be able to allow yourself to get back into the process. Okay. So I'm going to give everybody 2 minutes to do this processing, and then we're going to the next part of the heart connection exercise. So there is something that's going to come up after this, so try to do the first part. Just being present with any layers that come up within you. It's really important that we validate these layers quickly before we do the connection with the heart and the actual processing to connect to the heart. Whichever layer has come up within you, I am there for you. I know what it's like to be you because I am ultimately. Remember, this is a part of your pain. This is where you get to show up for yourself. And this is why a guided process also, because you have to really show up for yourself here. What is it you need to do to show up for this level of you that is being in pain? It's not time to bypass this pain. It is time to say, I'm here for you. I'm here for you fully. Because you deserve that. You deserve to be there for these parts of yourself. You don't have to feel embarrassed. Everybody has pain. And so today it's time that you validate your pain. Allow this next layer to come up and move through it. Move through into the next layer. Stay with it. Stay with that space of feeling. Just because I have the music off, just allow yourself to get back into that validation. allow yourself to recognize when the next layer has come up. Maybe you have 5 layers, maybe you have 10 layers. Everybody's going to have a different amount. Allow yourself to go into each layer and validate each. So we're going to go into the next part of the exercise as I see some people. So I just want to give anyone who's still in the first exercise about 20 seconds warning. So 20 seconds to just finish up. Now I want you to start connecting to your heart space on a deeper level. We've just gone through this layer of pain. Now I want you to go deep into actually connecting with it. Clairsentiently feeling that this is an organ in your body. What is it like to be the consciousness of this issue around you, to feel the shoulders and the neck above you, to feel the stomach below you? What is it like to be the heart? You want to connect with your literal blood pumping heart, and then you want to connect with the heart chakra around it. You want to feel your toroidal field moving through your heart, maybe breathing in. Feel your toroidal field moving through your heart space, and then coming out around your body. You're connecting with your heart space deeper and deeper each time. Your heart space is the literal essence and consciousness of your heart, but it is also the 0 point, tiny space within the heart that is your connection to all of reality, but what living in the heart actually means. This is an essence, a consciousness within you that is at the center of you. And I can guarantee that everybody's felt themselves in the heart space multiple times in their life. There are those moments of connecting with nature, those moments of feeling like everything's okay. I'm going to be safe. I'm going to be taken care of. Maybe I have abundance right now. Connecting with all these different parts of connecting with that space of, that is what our heart space is. It's this space of feeling our core self. When spirit, it splits itself off into the heart, the emotional space, the mind space, and spiritual essence. These are different splits when spirit comes into action. So you want to connect with your heart and your space of emotion. Now, you're going to ask your heart some questions to get to know it better. Just like this heart, this space that you have, your physical blood pumping heart, let's start with, and then we're going to go into the heart space itself. But starting just to connect with the physical blood pumping heart. as if it was its own person, as if it had its own name, its own perspective. What would your heart tell you about the way that you're living your life right now? What would your heart have to say what would your heart have to tell you about what it's like to be your heart? What does your heart want for your life? What changes would your heart ask you to make? Were there any experiences that felt damaging your heart? Is there anything that you can do to make Sorry about that, guys. I think my internet disconnected me. Okay. So share. All right, cool. So the exercise that we were just going into, I want you to get back into that. You're feeling into your heart and you're asking these questions. What is it like to be you? What can I change about my life? What would make you happier if I changed this about my life? I want you to ask yourself these questions, and then I'm going to start the group learning process. So just spend some time to connect with your heart right now. What could you change? What would your heart ask you to change about your life? I'm highly certain that your heart would have an opinion. What perspective does your heart hold? Just connect with presence as well. Try to allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into your heart. And remember, connecting with your heart is not even thinking, it's feeling. So you want to really, as much as we involve the mind in our heart space practices, for right now, you really just want to connect with this space of feeling without trying to think too much. And if you do think, just allow it to flow on, not putting too much attention or focus on any specific thought, but just allowing it to be, just like clouds passing overhead, just allowing it to move on to the next thought. This is a space of feeling, of connection to the heart. right, everyone, we're going to start in just a second. So this is, I guess, your 20-second warning to come back if you're still connecting with your heart at all. So I'm going to start by talking about shamanism a little bit for this meeting. Again, I'll just say hi to everyone and welcome to the Enter Your Heart Space course for today. All right. So the first thing I wanted to say about shamanism is the relation to nature and the connection to nature that all shamans have. So since the beginning of shamanism, nature was something that they felt they were a part of. You can go back to shaman religion with the rise of animism, where they knew that all the rivers, all the rocks, all the trees, they all had their own consciousness. So shamanism and nature, medicine, which we're going to talk more about, and they have used animal totems and just connecting with nature to create ceremonies, to listen to the land, to listen to the different vortexes that are around the earth today. And so, they practice the relation with sacred states, practice just connecting to nature and channeling nature. And we're also going to talk about a little bit in this heart space one. So we are covering a lot of the shamanic content is both shamanism and your heart space stuff, is because I feel that they go hand in hand. I feel that connecting to shamanic energy and connecting the differences that shamans do deeper into your heart space, it definitely helps me. I have some connecting with nature shamanic homework for you guys for this lesson. So the homework is you are going to go into nature a couple of times, and you basically want to channel an aspect of nature. So you can channel a tree and ask it, what wisdom do you have for me? What do you have for me? Just with the energy of the tree, connecting with the consciousness of this aspect of nature. So whether it be water, whether it be a tree, whether it be rocks, this is going to help you connect to me on a deeper level, to actually be able to have a deeper connection with the 5 elements when you call them into a ceremony, or to have a deeper connection with earth when you use ground energy in a ceremony. So that is shamanic homework. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna talk about animal totems at this point. I want you guys to unmute yourselves actually for this. So everybody, you can unmute yourselves. I want you guys to know the animal totem that has entered your life recently.
Did you ask something? Did you ask what kind of animal totem that arrived into our space lately? Is that the question?
Sorry, I have to actually be able to hear you guys when I ask you to unmute yourselves. That's a good start. Okay, I can hear you guys now. Okay, so hi everybody.
Hello.
And
Hello.
what animal totems did you want to bring up?
A cat.
A cat?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
Or two.
Yay. Okay, so a cat. Does anybody else have an animal totem they want to bring in?
Yes, is this on? Okay, this on. I do. Last one to join was the elephant, and
Okay.
for a longer time there's been a snake, and the chicken.
Awesome. Okay. So actually tell us what do you actually know about these animal totems? So I've decided that, you know, before I actually talk about what I know about the animal totems you guys are mentioning, I want to invite you guys to basically tell me about that.
Okay, then.
So Gabriel, what do you know about those totems?
Okay, the elephant has its great memory and
Okay.
is very gentle and very like feeling, and has this stability to it that it teaches.
Yes, definitely.
And the snake is something about knowledge and something, and also for me important for the snake is also like the venom of the snake, but like as a healing property.
Okay, I like that.
Then we have the chicken, and I don't really get it yet. Like on a certain level, but I'm not sure if I can already
All right.
explain it yet.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
So I feel like chicken might be a little bit like the part of yourself that isn't expressing himself fully, because I feel like chicken is like a bird and bird is like air, so it's supposed to be expression, but I feel like chickens, like they're kind of like stuck to the ground mostly. Like they can fly, but like mostly they're like stuck in pens and stuff, if that makes sense. So I feel like they're kind of trapped and not really allowed to be birds, if that makes sense, I guess. I don't know. I definitely feel like there's an aspect of chickens that aren't allowed to fully express themselves or not allowed to fully speak up, is what I intuitively am feeling when you say chicken. Like the part of yourself that is like held back, basically.
I'm not, might be. I have to feel into that. Okay.
Feel into that. Yeah.
Does anyone else have any animal totems they want to bring in? Angelica?
Yeah, I was, for some reason, I'm getting bear and then, of course, owl.
Okay. So what do you know about bears and owls?
Owls, I think I know a little bit more about owls. Owls, wisdom. They have an ability to see, you know, from way up top, the whole picture. They have wisdom and They have other connections, like connections to ETs. As far as bear, I don't know. I felt that it needed to come in.
Okay. I feel
As
like
an earth-
bear is a lot of like grounding and power.
Right.
Whenever someone tells me they have like a bear totem they're working with, that's always what I instantly connect with.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I've brought bear into my own life for that reason. Quentin, did you have an animal totem that you brought in?
No.
Nice.
Do you want to or no?
I do, but yes. It's early in the morning here, and my mind is not really connected yet.
That's
But it's
okay. That's okay. Well, if you don't think about it before we change the topic, I'm all ears.
Thank you.
Does anyone else? Okay, so anyone else who hasn't brought up yet, do you have an animal totem that you work with that you want to talk about?
Can you hear me? Oh.
Yeah, Marina, I can hear you.
Well, I didn't have an animal come into the meditation, but I did pick an animal medicine card like the other day, and I picked skunk.
Okay.
I don't know. I read about it and it was interesting. It was kind of funny.
I feel like skunk is always coming in to bring in this power of like self-acceptance, because like they tend to like scare people off, and like realizing that like you know, like you might have like an aspect of yourself that can push people away, but all in all you're still like awesome, if that makes sense. Like I feel like skunks are like a lesson about self-acceptance, but also about pushing people away. So in what ways are you like skunk? In what ways have you pushed people away?
Yeah, probably the attracting people and then pushing people away.
It happens to the best of us, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so last chance for anyone who wants to speak up about their animal totem guides, and I'll talk about mine quickly.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I just want to say something that I'm not sure if it's totally correct, but I think what I remember is correct, because I was listening to Gabriel's chickens, and I remember a story about that, and how the chickens, they are territorial, or the hierarchy, but they
Ooh,
are...
he is bringing in chicken consciousness.
Yes, because what I want to say about that, the story from before, not from me, but the one who told me about this, the chickens are connected to femininity, the feminine energy.
Yeah,
Yes.
wow.
Whatever that can tell you. That's what I remember.
Feminine.
Yes,
Okay.
the feminine energy, yes.
What do you think, Gabriel, with that new piece of information on chickens?
That kind of... Hello?
Yes, we hear you.
I had a little trouble with the audio setup today. It feels kind of right. Yes, there's some relevant aspect of this.
Awesome. Okay. Awesome. So I'm gonna bring in my animal totems, and if anyone has had an experience with these totems, they can tell me. I'm bringing in my totems because they're the ones that I know most about. So an animal totem is an animal that you can embody. So for instance, like for me, I use dolphin a lot, because dolphin is playful and fun and connected to their childhood nature, but also to their feminine essence. I'm also very connected to wolf, if that wasn't obvious. Wolf, I the wolves, like, I've always just been connected to wolves. I've always just had them in my life. I've always had that just like deep connection to them. And I don't know if anyone here knows the story, but like the name Ashen, like Wolf, the last name Wolf just kind of came to me actually when I was like 13 years old. So it's not like something like new that I chose as a stage name. It's like a nickname that I've had for like a very long time. So Wolf is like a leader, and Wolf shows you Wolf is the support for being a leader and showing that you can do this, and you can speak out, and you can just your authentic self and lead a movement or lead an energy. So that's what Wolf has been to me. You can also look at Raven. Ravens have always been associated with mysticism, with death, but also with, some people might not realize, is with witches. Crows and ravens have always been associated with witches. So they do have a lot of mysticism properties. And just the fact that they're black actually has all colors of the rainbow. So it's actually a very powerful essence in itself. Okay. So if everybody could if everybody could mute themselves again, we're going back into the teaching part of this stuff. Just give me 2 seconds. I have to switch mics and stuff because okay. All right, cool. We have the right mic again. We will do this. All right, and we're going back to the PowerPoint. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. Okay. Perfect. So we are going into plant medicine, another insane and very important part of Okay. So let's see, where's my PowerPoint? All right, cool. All right, sorry guys. So going back to that PowerPoint again. Okay, so plant medicine. We have burning, so you can burn sage, you can burn Palo Santos, you can burn sandalwood, lavender, jasmine, yangling. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a couple of primary examples for the plant medicine, but I want to encourage you guys to look at more because it just wouldn't be possible. All of these, it just wouldn't be possible to talk about all of these in one session with giving the correct energy where energy is due. So sage, if you burn sage, you can clear your space, you can ground, you can use it for ceremonies, to bring in powerful protective energy. Sage is very much a protective energy. I would say Palo Santos is more of a clearing energy. So it's like it does protect you, but it mostly is going to clear your space up. I don't know if anyone's ever worked with Palo Santos, but when I work with Palo Santos, it like immediately just, it clears everything up. Like literally just clears everything up to the point that I'm lighting up Palo Santos right now. Palo Santos actually also help you if you have anxiety. You can also use jasmine and sandalwood to help you with anxiety. Jasmine and sandalwood has special properties. They are good for the sacral chakra, but also have special properties that are good to help you boost your energy levels. So they can give you like a stimulation. Same with yang. I honestly I don't pronounce it. Yang Lang. Maybe someone can tell me after. So the next point that I want to talk about is smoothies. So you can ingest plant medicine. I honestly, I'm not going to talk about ayahuasca or any of like the drug medicines. If you're into that, that's fine. This is not the type of shamanism that I have adapted, but I will tell you plant medicine, how it can actually help your body without taking you into altered states. Shaman that believes that getting into trance state through breath and through just creating a shamanic ceremony, and just I believe that, you know, I can get myself into an altered state of consciousness and a trance state, and I don't need to use drugs to do that. If you do want to try ayahuasca or anything like that, or experience part of shamanism, that's up to you, and up to also look in side effects and stuff like that, because obviously it's not 100% a pleasant experience. Let's just say. Could be side effects that aren't. So for me, I use plant medicine in my smoothies. Ginger is a detox. Lemon, lime, citrus is a detox. Mint, basil, and rosemary can be a detox, but herbs that you associate yourself with, that you ingest, very grounding. So oils that I have used, cinnamon. Cinnamon is really good, I feel, to just get you into alignment. And I also feel that it gets you able to like energy. Eucalyptus is good for strengthening the stomach. And also eucalyptus can be good for strengthening the stomach. What else? I know it's really good for strengthening the stomach. Peppermint and any sort of mint can be good for headaches. And jasmine oil can stimulate, give you a stimulant. Okay, teas. I have that information about teas right now because I find that generally they're just good to ground me, but you can use different herbal teas to heal certain things and to work with certain things. So don't forget that teas are a part of plant medicine. So I have black chai, and chamomile listed here. Chamomile is the only one that I really wanted to talk about. Okay. I did want to put medicine that you can smoke up there, and I'm going to tell you why I am actually, I guess, like standing behind smoking this, and it's only for people who have already smoked other things in the past. So if you've ever smoked cigarettes, that black tar that you see building up your lungs, whether you currently smoke cigarettes or have in the past, the white and blue lotus, if you smoke it, it's said to have properties of removing that black tar, and you'll cough it up. So if you have ever smoked cigarette, or if you currently smoke cigarettes, or if you have been and blue lotus is really helpful. Okay, so now we get to about fun stuff. Well, I feel this is the fun stuff. Yeah, Blue Lotus PA. So, my lovelies, now I want to talk about abundance mentality. So, abundance mentality is something that I feel like is very much associated with the heart space. The heart space, because the heart space is unity consciousness. So, within abundance, you can have, with abundance mentality, you can have core beliefs that might be holding you back. I'm going to list a couple of these core beliefs, and I'm going to work on disproving guys largely to the collective today. So if you want to like keep up with me in the comment section, I think that this is how we're going to do this. So core beliefs that could be holding you back from abundance mentality. One of them is money is not something that is easily earned. You have to work hard for money. Something else for abundance mentality could be that there, I am in scarcity, that there's never enough, that I never have enough for everything. A scarcity or an abundance mentality could be like so I always have enough just for everything. So not that I have abundance, not that abundance. Some people have this belief that I only have just enough for everything. That there's never like an overflow of abundance, that I only just have enough for everything. So beliefs that I want to crush here today, if we can. So if anybody wants to, not yet, but at some point in this, I might ask you guys to yourself, but I just want to give some things that might disprove these beliefs for anybody who holds them. I feel that these will also help you disprove them. So some core belief, some disproof to the core beliefs that I've just stated. So just really take in this energy, or you can write them on a piece of paper, or you can add other things to these beliefs. So it could be this idea, the universe always provides for you, that Mother Earth always provides for you, that you deserve to get lots of things and have lots of things because you are worthy, because you're a gift to this world, because you are amazing. If other people have these things, why don't you deserve as well? That you deserve to have everything that you want from the universe. You deserve to get what you want. And there will always be enough. There is always unlimited resources in the earth. There is always an unlimited amount of resources. You're not going to take away from anyone else by getting what you want. So connect to your heart space and really getting in center with what it is you want. And also for people who are trying to manifest more abundance into their life, to look at, like, not to just say a specific number, like this is how much I want to make them, but to actually get behind the number. What does it feel like to have abundance? So for example, I like to focus on freedom. When I think of being super abundant, I think of traveling the world. And I think of living on a boat, and I think of all these things. So how can I bring that into my present life? I can connect with nature more often. I can connect to the aspect of myself that already has that freedom. And by appreciating that freedom, by appreciating the freedom within you, by appreciating the fact that it is your birthright to, when you connect with the fact that you are worthy of this abundance, when you connect to the fact that you deserve beyond all else to have this abundance, when you connect with your heart, when you connect to unity consciousness, you know that you deserve it, and you know that it just will be there for you. So it's connecting more to a state of appreciation. It's connecting more of appreciation appreciative for the water that you have, feeling appreciative for the people in your life, feeling appreciative for the different things that you feel abundant, that make you feel free. Whatever it is that you feel money is going to do for you, whatever it is that you're manifesting, like whether it be more spiritual friends, just throwing out labels, it doesn't have to be as focused as that. Whatever it is that you're manifesting, if you can get behind the energy, if you get behind the fact that you already have that in your life, that you already are in your life, then you know that you are deserving of it. Then you know that that is already something that is out there. See, this is the best thing about manifestation that is often not taught. That this aspect of you that already has whatever it is you want, they already exist in the universe. So by knowing that this aspect of you gets to have what they want already exists, you can acknowledge that it's easy to get, and that you don't have to feel like this is some unrealistic goal that you have, but you can feel into the fact that you honestly just really fucking deserve it, and that it is possible for you. So that is the abundance mentality for now. Okay, so I want to talk about shame a little bit. So shame is this aspect of our ego that was tarnished early on in our childhood. Shame is this wall that we built up that says we're not good enough, we're wrong. So this is the exact opposite of the mentality that I was talking about just now. This is actually finding approval for yourself. This is getting behind this aspect of you that feels like they're wrong, that feels like they're not good enough, that feels like they don't deserve. And actually, if you can integrate, actually have a good connection to open up your life to more abundance. So shame is, like, let's face it, shame is made up of all these labels that people have put on you that make you not good enough. These physical situations or this physical aspect to your life that makes you not good enough. But in reality, you are good enough. So you have to really get behind this physical thing that makes you not good enough in other people's eyes, that maybe your parents thought you weren't good enough because of, that maybe there's a certain family member that thinks that you're not good enough. You have to get behind this energy of shame, and you have to tell yourself, I am good enough. You have to get behind it and validate it and integrate it, but you also have to see the other perspective of this shame. You have to see that just because this aspect of you may or may not be true, that it doesn't make you less of a fucking person. That it doesn't make you less valuable. It doesn't make you less of a gift to this universe. It make you less of a gift to yourself. So that is what integrating shame really means. That maybe you are wrong. Maybe you aren't those things. And see, this is the thing about shame. Not only does getting the friends you want, the life that you want, the life that you want, the experience that you want, shame holds you back from all those things. But you also begin to build an attachment, an identity attachment to that shame body. So your life starts to build around identity attachment, and you start to become the shame. This is why we have to acknowledge the ways that we have been shamed, and we have to really speak to this aspect of ourselves and say, like, look, I understand how bad you've been hurting. I understand all these different things in your life that has made you feel less than yourself, but I am here to tell you that you are good enough, that you are worthy enough. So I've been bringing up shame a lot in the one-on-one sessions. Different people work on shame with me, so I feel like we really do need to have a shame integration. I might bring someone on to do that. Does anybody want to be the leader of shame integration right now? Just Just unmute yourself.
I think I like to have a go.
All right, perfect. All right, perfect. Okay.
I'm a bit nervous about it.
Okay, just give me 1 second, Gabriel. I understand that you would be nervous. Okay. Doing with this aspect of yourself.
I'm sorry, can you repeat this? We are gone for a moment.
This is the start. I know it's scary.
No, I just can't hear you, Ashen. The audio
Can you hear me?
broke up.
One second, I'm gonna fix this situation. All right, so we should be good. Sorry, it's because my computer keeps on going in and out, so that's why the connection keeps on dying on us. We should be good now though. So you want to start by connecting with the aspect of yourself that actually feels shame. So whatever way that you can trigger that. So what part of yourself that feels shamed? What is it that people used to say to you that made you feel shame?
I felt okay, what do I want to bring in here? Well, the one of the core things was like this being what I wrote in the group, that being too sensitive. That being too sensitive was kind of a defect of some sort, which my family was giving me the impression that they were really kind enough to accommodate it, but like, they're kind enough to accommodate your defect in a way.
Okay, I get it. So basically, like, you being sad wasn't about you healing. It was about, like, okay, we're just going to accommodate you so that you basically shut up. So the message was not like, we're going to be with your sadness. The message was like, we're going to try to force your sadness away, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what did it feel like to be shamed for being sensitive and sad? I want you to connect to the feeling within your body. So everybody who also feels an essence of shame, I also want them to connect with a feeling within their body. You want to just connect with the actual feeling within your body, Gabriel. What does it feel like to be this shame? Where is this shame located in your body?
The body feeling is some kind of tightness or a stiffening. It's just like this shell all over my skin, if that makes sense.
Okay. So you want to
Like,
start by saying, I'm here
well,
for you.
like, it's not really the shame, but the reaction to it, like building up this layer.
I understand. So you want to start by saying, I'm with you fully to this aspect of yourself. I'm present with you fully. I'm with you fully. I'm here fully. I'm ready to listen to you. Giving this aspect of yourself the message that you are not going to shy away from it, that you're going to be fully there with it. You will be fully present with this aspect of yourself. What could you say to this aspect of yourself that feels shame? That feels ashamed of being sensitive? What can you say to this aspect of yourself?
I gonna
Why is it okay to be sensitive?
I'm sorry, I feel we need to iterate once more, because I feel like connected to this protection layer, but not to the part of me that feels the shame.
That's okay.
No.
I'm happy that you told me that, and I'm also happy that you're able to be aware of that. So let's get through that protection layer. Let's start by just sitting with the protection layer until it lets up, just being like, okay, you don't want to let me in, that's fine. I'll just wait. You're telling this protection layer, I will wait for you. I will wait for you to open up. Or if you don't want to open up, that's fine. Let's stay with this protection layer and see if it will open up.
I feel I can go through this. This is like for the outside world.
Okay, so
There's some part of me that is like part like hidden away, like invisible or in darkness or something.
okay. Do you feel, so I just want a yes or no here. Do you feel like maybe you're not ready to go through the shame today, or you feel like, yes, I'm ready, let's continue? Because it's okay to not be ready. It's okay to have spoken too soon and be like, okay, maybe I have to revisit this. That's the first question coming up for me here. Do you feel ready to go through this today? Or do you feel like, no?
I feel I'm ready to continue right now. I'm not sure if I want to go through this today.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I understand. Okay, so where are you now? Where are you now with this protective layer, or where are you now within your own body? Just try to connect.
Inside it with this part of me that is like rejected.
Okay. So what do you have to say to this part of yourself that is rejected? Can you just start by saying, I understand why you've been rejected. I understand why it hurts so bad.
I understand why it hurts so bad to be like put away like this. And I really want to say that I really do enjoy being this sensitive, because it's an experience that I really enjoy. I'm sorry that I didn't allow myself this.
You don't have to apologize. That's fine. We're here with you. We're here with you fully. And whenever you're doing an emotional integration, you're allowing other people to integrate their feelings that they might not be able to face on their own through you doing this. So whatever processing you're at, that's okay. We're going to be with you for wherever you're at, okay, Gabriel? And this was really brave just to speak up and to say that I'm going to be the first person to go. So take a moment to acknowledge that as well.
This part of me that like pushing this out. Okay. Let's continue.
Yeah. So just stay with this aspect of yourself. I'm with you fully. I understand you fully. I'm here with you fully.
I'm here with you. I just didn't know how to make this work.
That's okay. Just being there for yourself. Just being present with yourself in this way. And knowing that everybody is also allowing you to have this space right now. This is your time. This is time for Gabriel's voice to be heard. We are all here supporting you in this moment.
So I feel right now I want to go into the point of view of this shamed part of me.
Okay. So just allow yourself to go and to connect with that aspect of yourself in any way that you feel comfortable.
Okay.
And if you can, let us know. Okay, I'm with this part of myself now. Was that what you meant when you said okay?
I'm with this part right now, yes.
Okay. And I'm also with this part of yourself. We are giving you as much support as possible to be this aspect of yourself that feels shame, that feels shamed for being sensitive. Is there anything that you could say to this aspect of yourself now that you're with it?
There's a feeling like of being made to feel useless.
I understand. I understand that you feel that way, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry people have made you feel useless. I'm sorry if people have given you the impression that that's how you are, or that they have mirrored that that's how you are, because I understand how much that hurts. What can you say to the part of your shamed self that feels useless?
I feel kind of
What can you say to validate this aspect of yourself?
this is
Is there, yeah?
part of me that I want to navigate this crazy world, like really to feel which way to go in my life. And it's, but also I could use some help here at this point.
Okay. I also want you to listen to the shame self. Is there anything the shame self has to tell you about what it's like? Is there anything that the shame self might want to say to you?
I really hates it when I don't listen to it.
I can understand that. I can understand why that would be a bummer. Just go back in. Just go back in.
Okay.
Just know that it's okay. It's okay.
It really hates it when like it's only like pulled up or let out when it's somehow useful or convenient, and then at other times again like put away,
Okay.
like just a tool or an item almost.
Okay. I want you to ask the shame self, is there anything that you need from me? Is there anything that I can do differently? Just like when we were asking the heart earlier. Is there anything that you need from me? Is there anything that we can do differently?
Yeah, it really needs me to listen to it like all the time. Like even if I choose to not give it priority at a given time, to like always listen to it.
Absolutely. So basically to listen to this aspect of yourself more, to give you priority to feel that shame. Is that what you're saying? Or did I misunderstand you at some point? Sorry.
No, to listen to the sensitive aspect of myself. The shame itself. Okay, let me connect to the shame itself.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That's so the shame part really is annoyed about giving that I gave more priority to what others said than what I felt myself. If that makes sense.
I can understand how that would be painful. Can you tell this aspect of yourself, okay, I understand how that would hurt. I understand why you would feel this way. So you were giving more priority to what they were saying rather than actually validating yourself, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You can also tell the shame self, I also kind of understand what it's like to have people shame you and maybe just validating them because you're confused or because you feel like, okay, if people are thinking this way about me, there's a moment where you feel like, okay, maybe that's the truth. So just validating that, like, it's natural to feel, to give priority to what people say sometimes, as long as you take it back to looking at yourself, right? So just like validating that, like, okay, I understand why maybe you've been led to give more attention to what other people say than validating yourself. I understand why that would be the case.
Mm.
So I want you to stay with the shame until you feel, okay, I can integrate this aspect of me. And it doesn't mean that you have to move 100% fully through the shame today. But I want you to just get to a point where you feel like there is an aspect to the shame that you can integrate today. So it doesn't have to, obviously it doesn't have to be, the entire shame self. It doesn't have to be all aspects of shame, but any amount of integration that you can allow to come in today.
So I kind of feel at the moment. So at the moment, I feel like I'm with the shame aspect, but like observing it. And
okay, so
you feel
a separation then.
I really feel I need to be this like as my point of view before I can move.
Okay, so basically you're saying you need to get into the perspective of your shame rather than just observing it now.
Yes.
Okay, so allow yourself the space to try to move that way. Just by acknowledging it, you know that you're capable. Just the fact that you thought of this means that you're capable. We're here for you. Your
Okay.
guides and angels are here for you. So you feel like you're
I
more
feel
with
like,
your shame
yeah,
self now.
yes.
Okay, perfect. Again, saying to this aspect of Gabriel, I'm with you fully. I'm with myself fully right here, right now. I'm allowing myself to be in any way that I need to be right now. I'm allowing this shame self to be itself right now. What can you say to yourself as this aspect of shame now that you have a closer perspective to actually being the shame? What do you want to tell yourself? And again, not trying to change this aspect of you, just saying, I'm present, I understand, things like that. And at any time that you need to express this to yourself versus out loud, that's fine too.
Um, I'm sorry I lost you there a bit. So what it feels like at this moment is that the shame part is, I feel, mm, I feel really so different from everyone around me. And
So it's a
I
feeling
want
of
myself to
separation.
know that
Yeah.
this is okay to be this or to bring this in.
Okay, perfect.
And then I need myself really to accept this fact, even if it's uncomfortable at times.
Yes.
Because that's the position I chose for this life.
Yes. Everybody has shame. Everybody has an aspect of themselves that feels shame. Acknowledging that it's okay to feel this way, that you're not so different. But everybody goes through this. Because it's true, everybody goes through an aspect of shame in one way or another. It's a natural part of being human, is to actually have moments of feeling ashamed. So Gabriel, I almost feel like you're ready to integrate an aspect of this shame soon. Do you feel like you would be able to integrate some of this soon? Or do you feel like the shame is asking you to speak more to it, or to meet some sort of need for this shame? Or do you feel like you can integrate a part of this shame for now? What are you feeling? Where's your next move? What is the action call that the shame is asking you to take now? Because it is good to sit with it, but I feel like
I feel,
yeah.
I feel like taking the part of it that wants to integrate ahead now, and
Okay. And allowing for more work to be done in the future, basically.
yes.
Okay. That's what I feel too. I honestly feel like maybe when we do more of our soul retrieval training, it would be a better time also to focus on that shame. So just allow yourself to
Yes, that's
integrate.
for the future.
Yeah. So just allow yourself to integrate any aspect of this shame that does want to be integrated at this point. You're validating the shame. You're telling the shame, I will take you as a part of me. You don't have to be alone anymore. I know what you've been through. I understand what you've been through. And then
Okay.
just like yeah,
Yes.
you feel like you've integrated what you
Yes.
can for now.
Feel like the part that wanted this today is done with it.
Well, thank you so much for coming to the surface and speaking with us today, Gabriel, because that's honestly a really hard one. And you were very brave and you came up right away. So I really thank you for that.
I want to thank everyone to be with me here in this moment and to give me this space.
Yay. So I'm going to get into the next exercise that we're going to be working on for the program, if that's okay, Gabriel. So I'm going to go into the next exercise, and you can also take part in that one as well. I'm gonna let the group know what it is quickly. So I thank you for joining us for that part of the that portion of the workshop. So you can mute yourself if you want. If you don't want to mute yourself, it's honestly not going to be much of a trouble. So okay, so basically at this point, I want to get into connecting with our guides and angels for this portion of the heart space. So a part of shamanism and also a part of connecting with your heart space is a part of connecting with cosmic energy. So I'm going to basically create a shamanic sort of energy for us right now, shamanic sort of portal for us to connect in with ourselves. And I'm going to teach you a little bit about how you can connect with your guides and angels. And then I'm going to bring people on one-on-one to work with me to connect with their guides and angels. So I'm going to start by leading you guys into the actual connection. So if you're able to just close your eyes and just to prepare yourself for this connection. So calling on the celestial bodies of light, the sun, the moon, and the stars. Calling on the power of the celestial bodies of light. Calling on fire, on water, on earth, on spirit, and on void. I want you to feel yourself opening up to receive. Channeling is really about receiving energy from your guides and angels, receiving information, receiving love, receiving a channeled message. So just connecting with yourself and getting yourself prepared to receive this energy. Now, there's a couple of different ways that you can take in energy to prepare you for the channeling. So you can take in energy from the earth itself. So from feeling that white light energy going in, just like you have roots connected to the earth, coming in through your feet. You can also take in a ball of energy from the earth. So connecting to that white light energy and letting it form a ball in your hands. This energy is going to be more powered by positive memories and by, your favorite beaches and your favorite animals and your favorite connection. So you can actually pump up this energy even more by thinking these positive thoughts. This is how you can connect to that energy more. And remember, when you're connecting with your guides and angels, you're connecting to a high energy of love. Your guides and angels are resonating on a very, very, very high energy of love. And so you want to incorporate a lot of self-love into this. So connecting to self-love, thinking positive things about yourself, feeling into your mission, feeling into the fact that you are a gift to this world exactly as you are, feeling into your significance, feeling into your importance. Gabriel's laughing, he's liking it. Oh my God, what did I say? Gabriel just starts bursting into laughter. Don't forget, I can't hear you and I can see you. It's contagious. It's okay because laughter is good. He's the bringer of the connection to guides and angels through laughter because he's making everybody else laugh, which is high frequency. So if you're laughing because of this, let yourself laugh. Maybe he's channeling like this really funny guide. I don't know. Yeah, he is. He is. Okay, he confirms. Awesome. Awesome. He's already opening to receive then. So you want to connect back into channeling in that energy. So channeling in white light energy from the earth or channeling in golden energy from your angels. Now, I'm going to allow someone to unmute themselves very shortly, so I want you to connect in with yourself. Are you going to be the person to unmute yourself? Are you going to be the person to speak out? And the exercise is going to be to work with your guides and angels, so that you have to be prepared for that if you want to come on. All right, so I am going to invite one person to unmute themselves and to do this exercise with me. I'm open to everybody, and everybody is welcome. Make the move. Just do it. Be the one. Be the one. It takes one person. If you don't do it, then we're all just going to be sitting here waiting for me to call on someone. So
I can do it, Ashton.
Yay! Hi! Awesome. So, okay, cool. Okay, so you have an option. You can do it sort of freestyle where you're connecting to, I'll help you connect into a specific guide or angel or any energy that comes through, or I can do an exercise with you to, the exercise is very like intermediate, like beginning, like channeling. So you can choose what you want, Marina.
It's Ruby.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, sweetie. I didn't see your thing because I can only see 3 people at the same time. I'm really sorry, sweetheart. Okay, so you, I know that you are already very talented at channeling. I know that you've been to my other channeling workshops, so you probably already, yeah, I think I've even done that exercise with you one-on-one before. So do you want to just open up to any guide or angel that comes in?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. I told you, you and Marina, you have this very similar voice. Like, I'm so horrible. It's just like, if I can't see you, it's like that moment of like mental blip. But obviously you have you both have a very unique, beautiful voice. So,
Thank you, Ashton. Okay.
So take as much time as you need. This is not something that you want to rush. You can open up to which guide or angel has, a very specific message for you. You might visually get some sort of like symbol being channeled to you, some like visual images. You can tune into them clairaudiently. You could tune into just seeing their aura field, or just clairsentiently feeling into them, or telepathically, or just like that intuitive knowing. So just give yourself as much time as you need to make that connection and see in which way you're open to communicate with them and in which way they're choosing to communicate with you. So again, you're a receiver. Think of yourself as like this like telephone booth right now. Who are you going to pick up the call for?
Okay.
So what information is coming in? Just tell us whatever comes up. this is how channeling works, you know, little pieces of information might come in at a time.
Just kind of like there's an angel in front of me. I'm at my safe haven, and it's handing over a ball of energy to me.
Okay. So you can accept the ball of energy or say thank you. Does this ball of energy have any more importance? Or is it just a ball of energy?
Just a ball of energy.
It's okay. All right. Awesome. Do you know which archangel this is?
No, I don't. It's just white. White. Yeah, it's white.
So I want you to trust yourself. Remember, channeling is trusting. And the first angel's name that comes to you, I want you to connect in with that angel. And know that that angel is trying to make a connection with you.
Okay. Raphael.
Raphael, okay. So what do you see when you look at Raphael? Can you see anything? I know that you saw white light with the other angel.
I can just see tall, standing like way over me, watching me. Extending its hands to me with a big ball of fire, or it's light. He's just giving me this light, a ball of fire.
Well, it's beautiful. So do you want to continue going deeper, see what other messages come up, or do you want to? Awesome. So continue going deeper. See if another guide or angel comes up, or specifically ask this angel, what else do you have to say to me? What else could you bring to this meeting? And remember, when you're channeling right now, you could be channeling a message for the entire group, because it's all of our energies that are benefiting, right?
Yes. So my hands are tingling.
Okay, so you're feeling it with your body then.
Yes. I made that intention to feel.
Okay, so you're very clairsentient.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I feel like this is an energy transmission coming in from your angels. So that's what that shaking is almost. Or feeling it in your hands, you said.
Mm-hmm.
So open to receive. What else is coming up for you? It could be a message for someone. It can be a message for the entire collective of the group.
One of the things that they're saying is like, you're doing a great job and getting to like really know your body inside out. And maybe that's something that the group should know. And I don't know if you can elaborate a little bit more why like really getting to know our bodies is so important, Ashton.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously getting to know our bodies can be important because our physical body is, it's a part of how you're experiencing this dimensional level. So if you're experiencing your body on a more conscious level, that can be a doorway to experiencing your mental and emotional body deeper as well, and your spiritual body. So I definitely think that message could have been for everybody in the collective.
Yes,
so
that's what I was like. If you want to elaborate on it so you can share with everyone.
Yeah, no, yeah. I definitely feel like that could be a message for the entire collective group that's listening. Okay. So just open yourself up to more messages. Remember, this is not about me channeling. This is about you channeling. This is your time. This is your time to be the leader. This is your time to do the channeling. You're stepping forward in front of the group right now. So you're the leader. Don't look to me. This is all you right now, Ruby, okay? You're the leader right now. Because that's the instinct within you was like, okay, Ashen, you take over, right? But this is about
Right.
you channeling. This is about you channeling and you taking, because it's also about feeling into, hey, I am capable of doing this, right?
Yes.
I also feel like the angel may have been coming in and also telling you to receive the messages in your body, if that would make sense.
Yes.
So what other messages can you feel then? Because I feel like it's very much, you're very clairsentient, I'm getting.
So I guess something that I can share with the group is like one of the reasons they're telling me like that they're really proud and that I should share with everyone. Why getting to know my body is kind of something that I didn't really mean to, like it was more intuitively, I was forced to do without knowing why it was happening. But as I've learned to not only do my shadow work, it's allowed me to know my body, where I've learned to create a very sacred space for my body. And so learning to create a sacred space, meaning it's a big part of our self-love as we're going through, especially big growth or big moments of facing our shadows. It's kind of one of the lead ways to learning to really love sitting with ourselves in the sacred energy, and the sacred energy that we can create and we can channel to loving ourselves through those moments very unconditionally, where there can be like just a lot of sacred love between ourselves and the spirit world.
So Ruby, guess what?
What?
You were just channeling your higher self.
And you want to know something? Like, I didn't want to talk. You're making me. I was like, oh, I want to do this. But yeah. Okay. Thank you for.
Because you tuned into that intuitive wisdom and you just took the stage. And for you, it might be like more nervous to like start just like channeling from like an angel. But what you do have a high connection with is your higher self. So your higher self started coming through.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yay. So that's the channeling that was meant to happen for you today, I feel like. And is connecting with your higher self, and also feeling that like you're already always connecting with that internal wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know that, you know, on a daily basis, I know that you do connect with your higher self. So it's also maybe the universe saying like, hey, you're channeling.
Yes. I think you're right about that.
Awesome. So I'm going to invite someone else to do the exercise, Ruby, but I just, I'm sending you so much love, and thank you so much for being the you know, the first person to come up and do this exercise, and also probably make other people feel comfortable with this exercise by you being the first one to do it. So you're very much needed. You speaking up is very much appreciated, I'm sure, by the collective here. So thank you from me, and also on behalf of everyone else as well, your group mates. Okay, so who wants to come on next? Kelsey, would you want to try channeling? She's looking at me, that little cute, like, Kelsey smile. She's like, did I just get called on?
I'll try. I'll do it.
Okay. So again, just giving yourself a moment to get back into that energy of receiving. Whether you want to channel in golden light from the universe, white light from the earth, opening your heart up, thinking of all those like positive memories, thinking positive things about yourself, feeling into your significance, your worth, your importance. All of these things are going to get you to a vibrational state to receive from the universe. So again, it could come to you through sight, it could come to you through your body, through just intuition, through telepathy, through clairsentience. Allow any message from any guide or angel that has your best interest in mind to come forward. And you can take as much time as you need to connect in with that. Remember, you're receiving. And something I feel called to say is that this guide or angel might speak in your consciousness. It might sound like you, because you're channeling through you. You are the receiver, right? So whatever guide you're channeling, it's going to come through you. So, and also trust yourself. Trust yourself. You can do this. You're capable. Anything that comes forward.
So I feel like kind of like a ball of energy, I want to say. Like in my solar plexus.
Okay. So maybe this guide or angel is sending you a ball of energy to your solar plexus.
Okay.
Does that feel correct? Or you can also ask yourself, what does this ball of energy at my solar plexus mean? I want you to ask yourself, what do you think it means?
So I'm getting the just like a message, just like you are powerful. That's just it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So you're powerful. That's the message that came forward for you. And also what I feel called to say is you're not making this up. This is something that you're actually experiencing. And I want you to notice how light it feels. Whenever you're channeling, it could feel light. It could, especially when you're starting to channel for the first time, I found, in the beginning, when I was starting out, it feels further away from you. But just by trusting it and by listening to it, you begin to understand that that's what channeling actually is. And you can feel closer to the information that comes to you. You might be able to sense it deeper. So if it felt light or if it felt far away from you at all, know that that's still you channeling and you still did an amazing job. Because it's gonna feel light. It's gonna feel light in the beginning. Most information you get channeled, it's gonna feel very light.
Okay.
So, and I also want to congratulate you for trusting yourself and just going with it. You did amazing. You truly did amazing. And I just want to say that you are able to channel. This is a piece of channeled information that you've just given. And so your guides and angels are reminding you that you do channel on a daily basis. And to acknowledge that anytime you're tuning into your higher self, just like Ruby was before, anytime you tune into that place of eternal wisdom, you are channeling. So your guides and angels want to congratulate you on that and let you know that you are able, very capable. Do you want to continue on or do you want to pass it over to someone else, sweetie?
I'll pass it over to someone else.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I know that I kind of randomly called on you. I hope. Okay. Anyone else want to come on? Astrid, Marina, Pia.
Okay, I guess I will try, but I've kind of already just been channeling during.
I saw you doing it. I felt like you were already channeling. I was like, damn, girl is going deep.
But it's really weird. It's like I'm kind of confused on it, but I'm just kind of letting it happen, and it doesn't feel bad. It feels good, but it's like kind of confusing because it's like kind of sexual.
That can happen. And what some people like have a hard time like coming to terms with is that spiritual energy can be sexual energy. It's very much one and the same. Sexual energy and spiritual energy, they're the same thing. So like that sexuality, like honestly, that could be your guide or angel sending you stuff. That could just be your higher self. That could be just like you channeling and tuning into your own body. So you're feeling into the prana of your own body, into the sexual energy of the earth. Maybe it could be a guide or angel sending it to you, but it could also just be your higher self or your physical body sending it to you.
It's definitely this like blue being. It's definitely blue, whatever it is.
I feel like Syrian. I honestly just feel Syrian as soon as he said that.
Okay.
I could be wrong because sometimes you can, you know, I could be channeling a different being and think it's the same one, but I definitely got Syrian when you said that.
Yeah. They're like checking out my body and like was like all up in my body, but in a very loving, like adoring, you know, way.
So maybe they're trying to give you a deeper self-acceptance to your body, or maybe they're also trying to help you connect into your sexual energy and your own like just like you know, sacral essence of life, connection to life, connection to your body. Maybe that's what the message is to channel that deeper on a daily basis, is to get into that sexual energy on a daily basis more, because sexual energy can just be connection to all of life itself, right? Tantra energy can take you to higher states of consciousness, and that's sexual energy. Beings have been using sexual energy to get themselves to higher states of consciousness for a very long time.
Okay. Huh.
They're one and the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that this blue being wants to share, or any other messages coming through you at this time?
Not really any words, just kind of like this, like really beautiful love.
Guides and
Feeling.
angels, that's like the like core thing you're gonna feel from guides and angels. It's just lots of love.
Yeah, lots of love. Like juicy love.
So they're sending you juicy love. That's beautiful. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Marina, and for telling us these beautiful things that you're experiencing through channeling, just like your essence and these beings.
Yeah, thank you too. I'm definitely really inspired to do this more
To
often.
continue. It's
Yeah.
like channeling is like a muscle. The more you do it, the easier it's gonna be. Like since I've been like, you know, actually using my extrasensory abilities so much, it's like the messages I get now are like just like crazy, or like I'll tune into like a vision or like clairaudience, and it's just kind of like, how the hell? But like it's because I do it all the time. And anybody is capable of getting to that level as long as you're tuning into it on a daily basis, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I feel
Awesome.
it. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Marina, for coming on. So opening up to anybody else who wants to do the exercise now, just unmute yourself, come on up, say hi. Come to the plate if you want to. Everybody is welcome. Angelica, Pia, I know that you're good at this stuff. If you want to come and be a forerunner.
Yeah, I'll have a go.
Hi, Quentin. Awesome.
Hi,
So
this is Chris. Hello.
okay. I'm sorry. It's because okay, I'm so sorry guys. It's just like my mental mind when I hear the voice but I'm not seeing the picture. Please excuse me. There's something going on with Ashwin today. All right. Hi, Chris. It's so lovely that you've come up to the plate. So awesome. So connect into that space of love. You want to connect into channeling either angelic energy or channeling in white light energy.
Sorry, was that a question? Could you say that again, please?
Yeah. So you want to start by just connecting back in with channeling energy. So opening yourself up to universal energy from the angels, or just connecting with earth energy.
Sure. Okay. So I just need to relax and
Relax, open up, and
okay.
yeah.
Do I need to close my eyes for this? Or take
Please do. If so, you know, someone might be able to do it with their eyes open, but I feel that like very much at the beginning you should start by closing your eyes.
So I'm just closing my eyes and just breathing and relaxing, yeah?
Yeah, breathing in deep into the abdomen, shaking up your body if you feel stressed in any way. Breathing out, doing some deep exhales.
And remember, this is all about trusting yourself, knowing you are capable, knowing that you are absolutely capable. As long as it takes, just continue allowing the breath to come in and out. Getting into a space of trusting yourself. I'm gonna do an exercise with you, I think, Chris. Are you open to that?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I need a bit of guidance.
Perfect,
Definitely, yeah.
perfect. So this is what the exercise is. When we're connecting in with a physical human on Earth, it's a lot easier to connect to them because we can connect to them through the Earth consciousness grid. Versus when you're connecting with an angel or an ET being, it's a lot farther away from your human vibration, correct? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the name of somebody that I know on Earth today. So this is a physical human who is alive. All I'm going to do is give you their name, and from that, I want you to connect with, what they might look like. Maybe you might pick up a hobby that they're into. You might be able to pick up an emotional aspect that they're going through right now. You might be able to see their auric field, anything about them as who they are, any small little thing that comes up. Like you might feel like they're a tall person versus a short person. So I want you to continue just connecting with energy and with allowing white light energy to come in or angelic energy to come in. Doing some breathing. So I'm going to give you the name of a person. And again, this is how the exercise is going to work. Just anything that comes up about this person, you can let us know. And again, there is no wrong answer, okay? There's no wrong answer here. So her name is Samantha.
Yeah, okay.
Samantha. All right.
Okay.
So what can you pick up about this person? What channeled information can you receive about this person? And anybody watching can do this exercise too, by the way. What might Samantha look like? What might she be interested in?
No, I'm not getting anything at the moment.
That's okay. Could you even just feel into what this person might be like as like an emotional expression? So like something that they might like to do or an aspect of their personality even? It's okay if nothing's coming up today, that's perfectly okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not feeling anything. I feel I'd be almost guessing, or I'd be just straight off the top of my head if I was to say anything at the moment.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. And, you might just be inspired today to, try this more on your own and you might get something else in future. Do you want to see if anything else wants to come up that's not related to Samantha but could be related to another guide or angel, or do you feel like you want to move on to the next person?
Yeah, I'm happy to keep trying, yeah.
Okay. So I want you to just open up to receiving anything. Maybe the exercise was too demanding to specifically think of the one person. And then you're going to be downing yourself. So just open to receive any extrasensory information that might come in at this time. It could even just be a message that says, feel your power, or you're doing a great job, or it could be like one word, even just intuitively.
No, I don't think anything's happening
It's
for me
okay.
today.
That's okay. Well, thank you
Yeah.
so much for coming on, Chris, and being brave
Yeah.
and trying that. And sometimes it might just be too much pressure to do it in front of everyone else, especially when this is new for you. So,
Yeah, sure.
that can happen too. Also, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give everybody access to my channeling 101 course, and then you can sort of watch that and maybe have more of your shot with channeling then. So I'll let you guys into the viewing of that if you guys are interested.
Yeah.
So thank you so
I
much
definitely
for
will
coming
be,
on,
yeah.
Chris.
Cool. No worries. No problem at all. Thank you.
So okay, so basically I think that I'm gonna close us off for today, but what I am gonna say is that we're gonna have another meeting basically this coming week. So between Monday and Friday we're gonna have another meeting. This meeting is gonna be a little bit different than you guys are used to, because we're actually gonna go into the heart space in this meeting. So I'm actually gonna take you through a meditation that is going to get you from the mind space and into the heart space. So we're going to have this meeting, and I'm also going to start it off with like some heart space frequencies and stuff, but it's going to be a lot of like an actual meditation and just like feeling. So it's basically going to be a collective meditation to help you get you into your heart space. So we're going to have that meeting coming up this week, and yeah, I guess I'll just let anybody who wants to unmute themselves and just say something about the workshop, or just say goodbye to everybody if that's what you feel. So hi, Gabriel.
Goodbye. Thanks all for being here. One quick question,
Yeah.
which is bugging me right now. Samantha, is she some kind of crafts person? Something with wood?
She's definitely crafty. That's not like her career or anything, but she's definitely a crafty person. So I can see why you'd be picking that up.
That's terrible. That's all.
Okay.
As a person. Oh.
Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued about the Samantha thing now.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
see what
so
happens.
we'll use someone else for a future exercise. I'll just tell you guys who Samantha is, since everybody's here. Like, who the hell is this person you just mentioned? So Samantha is my little blonde, blue-eyed friend from high school. I've known her since high school. So she has a very crafty personality, but she also has a very like snake-like personality, like humorous, but at the same time like I guess sly, if that makes sense. Like I would say snake as her totem animal for sure. And by the way, anytime I use someone for an exercise like this, I ask their higher self first, because otherwise it would be kind of like just like rude, just like energetically going into someone without asking them. So I do ask their higher self, so you don't have to worry about that.
Can you tell us what she's doing?
That's important. What's she doing?
You mean like as a career, Pia?
Yeah, or the crafting, or her special anything.
Okay. Well, she mostly I guess she
What's
does
her?
like
She's special, right?
yeah, she's special in her own way.
Yeah.
She does basically like she works as like a showgirl for like automobile companies, so like selling things for them, or like advertising for them at events. So basically like being like the head of the company kind of deal. Kind of like a model for the automobile places. If that makes sense. Yeah, so maybe I just destroyed some people's channeled ideas about her.
But I got something. I got something about her. But I got something with her and.
What did you get? What did you get?
Gloves.
Sorry, can you say it one more time? Sorry about that.
Gloves you have on your hands.
Gloves.
Yes.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense, actually. That actually makes a lot of sense.
I couldn't understand it, and I was thinking, gloves.
So maybe that was like also coming in to say that because like almost like when I get the idea of a showgirl, I honestly think of them wearing gloves of sorts, if that makes sense. So like
Yeah.
maybe that's connected. Maybe that's why you're asking.
Yes, and something about music or songwriting or just writing lyrics or anything with writing.
Okay. She's not really a writer, but she's a painter.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So, does anyone else have anything to say about the workshop? And if not, I'm just gonna basically, if we can say goodbye as well.
Can I ask just one question to
Sure.
where is she? Angelica?
Angelica, yeah.
Yes. Because in the beginning I saw something in your room and I got a little distracted. I see that you have a Superman outfit there.
It's my partner's robe.
Okay,
His
it's Superman?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Is it time to ask a question, Ashen?
So many
Yeah,
questions.
sure.
Please. Yeah, mine was it was just about like the totem animals and that. I kind of feel like a real draw to the crow, and I think you mentioned something earlier, but the sound kept cutting in and out, and I didn't quite catch it.
Sure. So crows have a connection.
Know anything about like the crow?
Yeah. So crows have a connection to
So
mysticism. Crows have a
Mysticism.
connection to mysticism and to witches and to magic. They also can have a connection to death, and the color of their like black feathers, I feel is a very, very powerful totem.
Interesting. Yeah, because I've always sort of I see them around a hell of a lot, and I always sort of feel a bit of as if there's something. I don't think connection would be the right word, but I feel something there. It's almost like they're ancient, or yeah.
I know what you mean. They definitely do feel that way.
Yeah. And often, I know the other day when I was in the park, the day I took the pictures of the trees, it was almost like one was kind of sort of lingering around, and it just seemed to keep landing quite close, and it was almost as if it was sort of as if there was more going on than it wasn't just doing its thing. It was not quite as far as following me, but it was something seemed to be going on. It just felt really strange. So
Yeah, and totems are messengers. So anytime you physically see an animal, definitely that totem is coming to you at that time.
Yes, the messengers.
Yeah. Sure. Cool. I get it with squirrels as well. I've noticed there was one day about a week or two ago where I was in like a really happy mood, and it was almost nothing seemed to bother me, and it was almost like the animals and the birds were almost picking up on it. Like I remember at one point a squirrel even sort of ran down a branch and just turned and looked at me, and it was like, whoa! It kind of really sort of threw me off, as if like, wow. And yeah,
Awesome.
it was weird. I get it with robins a lot. I think this one's quite common, but I get it with robins. Some days it's almost like they just follow me, and then they'll just fly down, land, and then just go off again. And yeah, that's always fascinated me. I don't obviously understand anything about it, but I love it, kind of thing. I think it's great. Yeah. So I feel a massive connection with bird. Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
So I'm gonna open up and just say goodbye to everybody and thank you all for joining us, and I'll get that information for our next meeting coming up this week for you guys. So thank you all for being here with me and for joining us. And guess what? We've got it recorded this time, guys. We're good to go.
Thank you. It's been magic. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you all.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Nice to see you, everybody. Take care now. Bye-bye now.
Bye, Gabriel, Quentin, Chris.
Bye.
Bye, Astrid. Just saying
Bye,
bye
Astrid.
to everyone.
See you, Gabriel. Bye now.